Welcome back to another episode of Game Review by GameFi Army, the best NFT gaming channel on the platform. Today, we are going to take a trip to a dystopian world where humanity was turned into creatures with incredible powers, who now battle each other tirelessly to seek the treasure, an artifact that gives the wielder dominance over the world. Those creatures are known as the Monster of God. But before we get into the game, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to catch up with new weekly episodes. We've got a lot of information to show you. Furthermore, if you are interested in investing in GameFi, you can follow our Twitter account for new market updates and join our Telegram group and discuss the potential GameFi projects with us. There are also some exclusive trading signals from experts as well. Monster of God is a strategy game built on Binance Smart Chain that combines Idle RPG and Autobattler, where you control different monsters with unique classes and abilities to battle each other. There are no investment barriers to join Monster of God, which means it is completely free to play and each monster is distinctive and equally accessible to anyone. In terms of graphics and gameplay, the game is quite similar to the popular NFT game Axie Infinity, with the same Idle RPG format and a system of different characters and special abilities. But I find the design and concept of Monster of God much more interesting. The monsters are relatively well designed and each class looks very distinctive from each other. That means you can identify a monster's element through its design alone. The abilities animation are pretty smooth and flashy, although in my opinion they look a bit too simple. So if the devs and designers really want to amaze the players with the graphics, they will need to add more special effects and polish the animation. I think the shining point of Mog's gameplay is in the vast amount of monsters, diversified races, and the fusion feature that will result in unlimited possibilities of combinations. There are a total of 8 monster races corresponding to 8 different elements: fire, water, lightning, metal, rock, wind, psychic, and plant, with different rarities of course. Each race will have its own unique traits and body parts that will decide its passive and active abilities. You can even breed them together, combining 2 monsters to create a whole new one with unique design and abilities, although the time you can breed is limited. And even though the classes and breeding mechanics aren't new, I still consider them as one of the most fun and appealing features in all of the NFT gaming industry, because it's always thrilling to create new races, discovering new skills and monsters. Aside from breeding, the monsters can also evolve using food. The food of each race will be different, and each race can only use a type of food suitable for that race. And after reaching a certain level and consuming the food, the monster will acquire a new skill out of more than 120 skills. That is all we need to know about the monsters. Now let's prepare them for battle and learn how you can earn money in the game. The highlight of Monster of God is the auto battle mechanics. After arranging the squad, the monsters will fight automatically, and if the player was AFK, they would still receive a full and fair result. As of right now, 2 modes will certainly be in the game: PvE and PvP. The PvE is similar to other games. You need at least 1 monster to join, and from there, you'll fight creatures and bosses to receive prizes and so on. Pretty standard stuff. But unlike other games, Mogwar also has a clan feature, where you get co-op dungeons exclusively for clan members. In these dungeons, you can fight rare bosses alongside your clan, claim better prizes, and raise your clan's ranking to receive rare and valuable monsters and tokens. The PvE mode is pretty cool, but the PvP mode is even better. There are 4 ways to play PvP, which is daily PvP, regular PvP, the arena season, and the tournaments. I think the tournaments is one of the best ways to keep the players engaged in the game, as well as develop a healthy competitive environment. Remember, Mogwar is a play to earn game, and now that we have looked at the play part, let's dive into the earn part. As I have said before, this is a free-to-play game, so you don't need to invest anything to play, and all you need is your hard work. There are 2 tokens in the game: Monks and MSP. The MSP token will be used as the in-game currency for rewards, evolving, breeding, and entry fee for tournaments. The other token is Monks, which is the main governance token. Normal PvE and PvP can only get you MSP, but through the seasonal area and tournaments, You will also have the chance to earn monks tokens. With monks, you can use to evolve your monsters or trade and stake for profit. Here's the token distribution for monks, and they will launch their IDO in December on BSC station, so make sure to stay updated. Now let's move on to the developers and the community. Unfortunately, there isn't much to talk about the team. They are all from a fairly new gaming startup called TQC Global. The community isn't particularly large, with about 27,000 followers on both Twitter and Telegram, but they are very quite active. Despite the fact that the game won't be officially released until mid-2020, the Telegram group is still very alive, with players discussing the gameplay, features, and the tokens, and the mods provide them with detailed answers and keep them updated with the newest information. A strong player base is extremely important for a game's development, so I have to give it up to Mogwar for keeping the players updated and engaged in the game, although it hasn't been released yet. Speaking of updates, Mogwar has an official roadmap in their white paper, with all of their promised features will be added into the game within the next year, which is to say it is fairly early compared to other games. They also plan to turn the game into 3D in early 2023, which is pretty cool, so be sure to follow the game and stay updated. To finish up the video, Mogwar is an overall decent project with unique character design, cool features, and combat. With the right decision and development, it has the potential to reach higher, but because of the lack of backers and information about the team, I wouldn't make any hasty judgment about the game's future just yet. Still, I'll definitely give this game a try. What do you guys think about the game? Share your opinion down below in the comments. By the way, if you liked the video, you can give it a thumbs up, and if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing. We will catch up with you guys later. Goodbye and see you in the next video.